Welcome back to the channel, all my free thinkers. Guys, what I want to talk about is getting our houses in order, or in layman terms, getting your portfolios in order before this new legislation comes into office. And the reason I'm talking about this is because, I've had some time to think. I've been thinking, and I ran across an article today. And it said the Digital Chamber urges Security Exchange Commission to reset relations with crypto sector ahead of 2025. And what that reminded me of, it reminded me of back in the day how people, they ran with clicks. And you guys, you know what I'm talking about. Hell, they do it now in schools and different things. And you may have a clique, and the leader of that clique, whether it's a guy or it's one of the mean girls, they set the precedence for how that clique is going to view someone or another group of people, right? So under that leadership of that person or the most popular person, they just go around, they terrorize people. They really terrorize people. They make it hard for other students or other coworkers to get along. People really hate seeing them coming because they're bringing with them just a lot of doom and gloom, and it's terrible. Well, and then what happens is one of those people of that clique, let's just say the leader, they either get expelled or fired, or they take a new position, and now you have the rest of that group that didn't have the same mind frame as that person, but under that person they felt like they had to behave a certain way. I feel like that's what's happening right now, or what's about to take place in crypto. You had big bad Gary Gensler out here just terrorizing crypto. And, he said he was doing it for everyone, all the small people in crypto. But he made it hard for a lot of people to just operate in general. Again, look at XRP, how long XRP was down. And now, even though his time, he hasn't transferred out yet, you can already see his influence is being pushed aside, and it's pretty much all open space from here on out. Well, I say it's time to get your house in order, or your crypto wallet. Why? That is so important. Guys, when I first got into crypto, I used to hold a lot of worthless tokens and coins. I honestly did. I held more meme tokens than anything. And I held a lot of stuff that I really didn't understand. And I held it and wouldn't let go, even at the advisement of other people that would say, it's time to sell that. You're going to have to sell that and maybe get off into this. And I wouldn't do it because for some reason there was this unseen attachment to something that wasn't even going to make me any money. And that's why I'm coming to you guys now, because it's time to get those wallets in order, because just even based on this article that I read that says they're saying that the Security Exchange Commission need to reset relationships with this new Trump administration coming in, because a lot of things are about to change with crypto. And we are in a bull cycle, or just this whole crypto stage that we're in right now. This ain't like the ones of the past. You could get away with holding dead tokens and coins in your wallet that really wasn't going to do anything. They may have, they came down and you've lost all your profits, if you even had any, but you got all, you may have a little money in them. And a lot of times you sit back and you're like, I hate to sell this. And then it just rise out the blue. I'm telling you guys, the reason I'm bringing you these ISO 20 022 plays, and I'm bringing you a lot of plays with strong utility lately, is because I want you to start thinking about getting off into some of these plays that you know have a future. Why? Because crypto is entering the stage now where a lot of stuff, 90% of the market may not even be here anymore after things get up and going with this new legislation. And as the years, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I know as these new crypto regulations come down and Paul Atkins takes over the Security Exchange Commission chair, you don't know what's going to be here. You know Bitcoin is going to be here, Ethereum, Solana, notice layer ones. You know a lot of these are going to be here, a lot of these layer ones. XRP, of course, the ISO tokens that we talked about, you know, these are the ones that's going to be here. But it's like all these meme coins, all of these real speculative plays, they may not be around. This is why I bring you the plays that I've been bringing you lately, because I want you guys to start thinking and maybe looking at and I would never tell you to sell something. That's something I try to avoid. I do what's best for my wallet and my future. But I'm just saying you need to start looking at your wallets a little bit different and start viewing them and judging them like you judge your circle. And if you're not judging the circle of people that you hang out with, you very well need to be, because you need to look at your circumstances and where you are right now. And I want you to look at it like crypto. And if you're not moving in the direction that you feel like you should have been moved toward, then it has a lot to do with the company you keep. Same with your crypto. If your wallet, and of course everything is down now, but if you want your wallet to start moving toward that future that you want in crypto, you're going to have to be a little bit more with a magnifying glass. You really need to take that magnifying glass and really start looking at your crypto. See, do I hold too many? Do this particular play I hold, do it hold any value? Do I believe in this asset? So what if you let it go? And this is something I told somebody recently. When you let a play go, take it from me, I've let good plays go. And it seems like you let them go, and then a week later, or if your luck is really bad, a day later, boom, they just take off. You're sitting back like, oh my God, why did I even sell it? And you know what that does? You know what that feeling does? It's a domino effect. It causes you to hold on even longer to another play in your wallet that you're not going to see anything, any kind of advancement from, or any type of profits from. That's what it's going to do. So this is what I always tell people. And I'm giving you the game, guys, on how you start getting rid of some of those plays. I had to do it. Here's what you got to do. And I've heard this a lot, and I've done it a lot, to the point where when you let something go, I always tell people, don't look back. Don't look back. Think about that relationship you had, or that past marriage you had. When you let something go that you felt like it was time to get out of it, you don't go back and revisit by looking at the old picture books. And I'm talking about people here, looking at the old memories of when things were great between us. No, out with that shit. You let it go. And you do the same with your investments. If you let it go and it happens to go up and you happen to see it, say, oh, well, this is why it's important to know what you're in. Know what you're in. I cannot stress that more, because if you know what you're in, I don't care if your wallet down 50%. If you've done your research on these particular plays that you're in, you know the cycle, you know what's going on in the cycle, you know the narrative, but more than that, you know what the powers that be are planning down the line, then you know I just need to hang in there. I need to hang in there, and I need to keep stacking here, because I know these right here, these plays right here, just like that group of friends or that group of people that you hang out with, these people here, they're good for my future. Because if they're not, you need to out with that shit. So I just wanted to bring you guys that, because when I looked at this and they're urging the Security Exchange Commission to repair any of this damage that was caused by Gary Gensler, and let's just be real, you know, I'm sure he wasn't the only one in that clique that was like that, but everybody, every player there, I'm pretty sure they're not bad. How many times have you worked for a boss that had you, you know, you heard the saying, crap rolls downhill, right? Well, how many times have you worked for these bosses and you didn't agree with some of the decisions that they were making because of how it's going to affect other people, but you had to be the bad person to do it? I feel like that's what was happening there. And that's something you couldn't control. But what you can control is your crypto portfolio, guys. It's a lot of you right now that are probably scared and pissed off because of how far your wallet has dropped. But that ain't what should scare you. What should scare you is looking at that wallet that you hold and saying, how many of these plays I'm in going to be around when this new legislation finish, or when all these new regulations that are coming and policies for crypto, when they come and they finally set up shop, how many things do I hold that is going to be worth what they're worth today, if they're worth anything? And if that answer scares you, then it's time, guys, for you to look over things and say, you know what? It's time for me to cycle some of this into some more stable plays. And I'm a risk taker. I am. I'm a risk taker by nature. But you have to look ahead. And if you look ahead and you plan accordingly, guys, you just set yourself up for success. And that's all we all want in cryptocurrency. So, you know, it's crazy what a news title, what it spirals into when you really get to think about it. And I just wanted to bring you guys that thought. So get your portfolios in order. I really believe time is of the essence. And like they said back in my day, get your house in order, guys. Because when it happened and when it come, it'll happen fast. To the next one, guys. I'm out.